Good. And I'm just going to turn her this way. Good, same thing. Angle's good here. Hands even with the eyes, and she has a space right there. We don't want to have this like that. We don't want this out. That's good for white belts. We want to have like a space here. Good, and flat, and a space. Good. Now the issue that I'm talking about today is this double low pseudo and double middle pseudo right here, okay? And then we come into a low block, good, middle block, okay? It's the same thing. It's the same movement, except you're in a fist down, and the fist here is here. So that's here, and this is here, except there's a space. So the space, good, and a fist. Okay, that's the only difference. Low pseudo, fist. So it's a double middle. Go ahead, do a couple of double middle, or double low, double middle. Okay, boom. Double low, double middle. Good, I have some movements to that. It's the same exact movement. You see these, a double low pseudo and a double low block, it's the same movement. And here, bam, 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 same movement, fist instead of pseudo, okay? Same thing. So that was one of the big things I really wanted to point out today on that. And this is hard to see. Again, I'll fix that next time so I can see how much time we have left. Now, let's move into a sweep. Now, we can practice this at home. Where's my sweeping tool at? Okay, can you guys see this here? Let's get this out of the way so you don't get hit. Good, so we got a sweeping tool here. Now she's going to come down on her knee, back leg's going to come around, and she's going to hit, and she's going to fire back up again. That's a sweep. Now, obviously you don't have somebody hold anything, but you can easily do that movement. So down. Now let's break the movement down. Let's move up to the front here a little bit, Chebs, right there. Okay, down. Let's just move back so they can see it. Okay, right there, good. And then, so knee down, up or other knee up, good. And she's going to come around, hands down, and go. Good, so let's break that down again. Left foot forward pine stance, good. Down your knee, up, hands, whip around, and come back up. Good, let's do that again. This is it, down, in, hands, swing. Down, left foot forward pine, down, hands, swing the foot. Okay, you say, well, I can't do that. I can't, No, practice it 100 times. Just go through it, even if it doesn't feel right. And you say, well, what do you know about this, Mr. Snyder? You've been doing this forever, you know how to do it. Guys, I learn new forms, and I learn movements that are hard to do. And that's what I have to do. I mean, when they give you new movements, even such simple movements as trapping a wrist and turning over. What is that? Well, guess what I got to do? I'm going to have to go boom, boom, and do that a lot. Boom, boom. Because it's not an unnatural movement, I just never did it. So I trap somebody, good, and turn and down. Again, it's more of a higher belt move, but what I'm trying to explain to you, I have to learn new stuff, and you have to learn new stuff. This is the way it is. And the only way to learn stuff is the sweep right here is you're in this, you're down, hands down, kick, and back up. It's a 4-step movement. Break it down into steps and do it. That's what I have to do all the time. When I learned one form, when I had to come up like this, I had to turn, block, and double middle, low block. Oh my word, it took me a month to figure that out. I had no idea what I was doing. So I block, then I'm like, what do you mean, spin? Spin, boom, yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I have to do, boom, 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 bam! And then to the rest of the form. But anyway, it is hard to learn things. I get it. It's hard to learn how to paint. It's hard to learn how to draw. It's hard to learn how to make correct sentences and paragraphs. All this stuff is hard. I get it. It's hard to do math. It's hard to cook. It's hard to do piano. It's hard to do violin. Whatever. I get it. But if you want to get good at something, I don't care what it is, you're going to have to work at it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Next thing is, one thing, when we go back into real life again at the studio, you know, because some closed quarter things are not going to be things we're going to be doing. And we're going to have to use more of our imagination to get good at it. Yes, and that's with the one-step sparring short way. You know, like this. Do we need to practice with somebody? It helps, but boom, or punch, whatever. Boom. It's practice again and again and again. 1,000 times, 2,000 times, 10,000 times. Go. So outside to block, that's what you do. You do 10 of those. And you do 10 of those. You keep doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. And that's going to get you able, high block, double hammer fist, high block, punch, punch. Good. Kick, punch, punch. It's again and again and again, over and over, and have a plan. Write it down, the stuff you're going to do. Do it for 15 seconds, do it for 30 seconds. Again, a Tabata timer works out great. So let's work on that. And as far as sparring goes, and everybody wants to spar when they're younger. When they get older, it's not as popular to do because it's your body doesn't heal from doing it. But you want to practice at sparring. Invisible partner. Boom, boom, bam. Slide, kick, turn, back, up, boom, boom, bam. Block, block, pull. Again and again and again. Practice against your visible partner. So Elizabeth is at home. She goes, carry your trippet. And she starts her, and she goes to some Kias, and she uses her imagination that she's being attacked. Again and again. Boom, 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 over and over. Good. Good, good, good. Good. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm not big, let me get you something to stick back there. The next thing I'm going to talk about, we talked about this last class, and I think I will have a class on this. Maybe next time I'll talk a little bit more about my favorite weapon. Now, I've always taught, and I've always been taught coming up when I was a lower belt years ago, decades ago, I guess, that you don't really want to fool with a staff until you become a black belt. And maybe in today's world, you know, we don't have access to class as much, and you know, we're at home right now, and I'm going to start breaking the rules here a little bit and working on the staff. But remember, you're not going to be good at the staff unless you're good at the punch. But you got to be good. If you're not good at a punch, you're not going to be good with the staff. So that's why a lot of times you sort of shy away from teaching this to lower belts, because they don't have their punches under control. And so what I want you to do with this here is right hand here, up, and right hand down, right this way, and just back here, and turn your wrist over that way, and turn your wrist over that way, This other hand's, the back hand's balancing it, just balancing it, and then it comes out. That hand's balancing, boom, 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 boom. Do that a couple thousand times. And I'm serious. I've gotten pretty good at the staff only because, not because I've done this and fooled around with hand, is because I've worked at it. You know, so you have the middle of the staff. Then you come out and you have a mark right here and a mark right here. You grab to the outside, bottom hand underneath. Bam! That holds it. Bam! Then I'm over top. I'm holding that top. See, holding it? Bam! Now, you can go to other people. They'll tell you different ways to hold it. Some of it is comfort level, but ultimately, boom, you got to be able to come out and punch. Boom. I mean, you can come down, up, across, down. Lots of stuff you can do there from that position. So what I'd like you to do, anybody that's following this, getting to this point of the video, is try to get yourself some sort of a stick, and I'll put a little bit of a stick video on one day, and a staff video, I should say. And one of the best things to get good at a staff is actually have a stick or a cane or a walking stick, I don't care what you want to call it, and carry it around. Your hands have to get used to holding, it could be a bat, it can anything. Your hands have to get used to holding something in your hands. Boom, in your hands. It has to get comfortable. You drop it, you pick it up, here. Your hands just have to get used to. I know some people do these twists. They'll come across here and do these types of things. That's great that you can do that. But ultimately, you got to be able to keep your hand on this thing. So just getting used to holding a stick is a good thing. So let's work on, I'll put something together for that. I think I've covered all my points. Back fists, we did low blocks. I'm going to do a couple drills. We're just going to end it there. Hopefully we're back soon, and we get back to live classes. But these are really valuable. More and more I'm seeing, having a couple classes online for people to watch at home, during the week, or maybe they can't make it. This is really a good thing. So I'm excited about doing this and continue to do it. I'll start videoing the classes when we actually get back in here. So hopefully all is well with you guys. Stay positive, and we got to end our class. Man. You know, sit. Good. And then, great way to always, instead of shaking hands, this is what we're going to do. Ma'am, kanye, pats our fingers, whatever you do. You don't need to shake anybody's hands. And that's going to be the end of that for now. Okay? Catch you guys later.